Hello everyone, welcome to the SQL lecture. This is unit number 5 for software quality assurance. The chapter name is levels of testing. So initially, what is testing? Testing is a life cycle activity which starts at the time of proposal and ends when the acceptance testing is completed and product is finally delivered to customer side. That means testing is not a single process, it is a process which go through with your software development life cycle activity. So which are those activity, like your requirement phase, your development phase, your designing phase, testing, and finally when that product is sent to the customer side, that time you have to do the acceptance testing. So likewise, this testing has some labels, and those labels are defined by stakeholders and agency. Now, who are the stakeholders? Whoever involved in the testing or development activity, those are nothing but the stakeholders and the agency. So as per the requirement, they define the testing labels. So we are going to see one by one testing labels. So initially we have these testing labels, and agencies involved in doing those kind of a testing are this kind of a agency. This is just a table format ki how many testing activity or testing labels you have, and who are the agencies who involved to do this kind of a testing. So first testing is your proposal testing. Now a proposal, what is a proposal? A proposal is made to a customer on the basis of request for proposal, request for information, or request for quotation by customer. Means if customer request for any of this thing, that means he request for a proposal or a information or a quotation, then that team will prepare that the documentation prepared according to that request, that is nothing but the proposal given by the customer. So any proposal prepared by is response to such request is reviewed by an organization before sending it to the customer. So whenever any proposal get ready and we want to send that proposal to customer side, so before that the organization go through that proposal, it will check or it will review that proposal. So that reviewing process have two main process or two main panel who review those proposals. So those two panels are a technical group and a commercial group. Now we will see one by one. A technical review, which is done by a technical group, it involves all technical feasibility. That means which kind of a skills sets are using, hardware software requirements and other things. So it's like a technical part which is reviewed by the technical group. Next you have a commercial review. That means all financial feasibility will check over here. The financial whatever the budget and all money related discussion or review comes in the commercial review. So this was your first levels of testing, that is proposal testing. Next type of testing is requirement testing. So as we know, the product is developed as per the requirement given by the user. So requirement may be categorized into different types such as technical, economical, legal, operational, and etc. And these requirements make sure that the requirement testing makes sure that the requirements defined in the requirement specification meet the following criteria. Means whenever we declare any kind of a requirement for the development, that should follow some criteria or some characteristics. On which are those characteristics? Like this. First one, clarity. Means all requirement must be very clear in their meaning and what is actually expected. Next, requirement should be a complete. That means requirement statement must be complete and must talk about all business aspect which actually required. Next, requirement should be measurable. That means whenever we declare any kind of a requirement, it should be in numeric term. That means we should not define requirement like using words like good, sufficient, high, or etc. We have to specify the number format to measure the requirement. Next, requirement should be testable. That means whatever you have defined, that should be testable in last stage or at the end of the process. Next, not conflicting. That means uh, two requirements should not conflict with each other. Okay, means one requirement is saying something and other requirement saying opposite to that first requirement, so it should not done in your requirement while defining the requirement. Next, last one is requirement should be identifiable. The requirement must be distinguishably identifiable with each other. Okay, so this is nothing but the requirement testing. Next type of level is design testing. So once the requirement statement specified, the next step is the designing phase, which will be tested in the designing testing as per the given requirement. The same way as a requirement testing, a design must also possess some characteristics given below. First one, same, clear. Your design should be clear to understand. On basis of that only we are going to conduct the development phase. Next, it should be complete. Design must be complete in all aspect. It should define all kind of parameters. Okay. Next, it should be traceable. So design must be traceable to the requirements. Means whatever defined in the requirement phase, as per that requirement only you have to specify the designing. Next, implementable. That means whatever you have defined on paper or as a documentation, that should be implementable. That means that work should not as a impossible work. Next, that should be a design should be a testable. That means at the end you have to test whatever you have defined in the in documentation. So this is nothing but the designing testing. After designing, we have a code review. Okay, so this includes reviewing the code files, database schemes, object definition, procedures and method. That means when we actually develop the software or develop the product, to develop that product, we are using codes. So in code review we are go through the code. So code review is applied to ensure that the design is implemented correctly or not by developer and by given guidelines and standard available for the purpose of coding as follow correctly. That means we have some characteristic for that. Clarity, that means code must be written correctly as per the coding standards and syntax. It should be complete. That means code, class, procedure and methods must be complete in all respects. Then it should be traceable. Code must be traceable with the design component. And last one is maintainable. Code must be maintainable, means any developer with basic knowledge and training about coding must be able to handle the code in future while maintaining the bugs and fixing it. So this is your code review. Next is unit testing. Next type of level is unit testing. So what is meant by unit? A unit is nothing but a smallest part of a software system which is testable. Unit testing is a validation testing using a black box method. Now what is meant by black box method? Means you are considering only input and output. You are not considering the inner part or the actual coding of your product. That means we just depend upon what you are going to give, what input you are going to give and what output or expected output you are producing. Okay, so unit means if you have a complete project, from that complete project you are going to check a small part of your product. Then it includes components, individual components are tested. It uses drivers and stubs. Now when we consider unit testing, whole system is not get considered in unit testing. That means you have a simple small part of that system. That means a small part, it may be a function, it may be any class that you are going to check. So we know if we have a function automatically never runs. We have to call that function, but that calling method may be not present in that particular situation while doing that particular function testing in unit testing. So that time you require some dummy software who is going to call that function. Or suppose you have a class, that class is going to call some other function, but that time that other function is not ready, or you are not going to check that other function. Okay, so for that you will create some dummy software who some dummy code. That function is going to call that dummy code for that purpose, for in that particular testing. So that dummy code or that supportive coding is nothing but your drivers and stubs. So what is meant by stub is a piece of a code emulating a called function. Means when you are tested, whatever you are going to test as a in unit testing, that unit, when it calls some dummy code, that dummy code is nothing but your stub. And now what is meant by drivers? A piece of a code emulating a calling function, means who is going to call your actually unit. That code or that dummy code is nothing but your driver. So in unit testing, stub and drivers plays a very important role. So this is your unit testing. Next we have a module testing. Now if you will ask that module and unit both are same. Yeah, some kind, but many units come together and form a module. But remember, module is not a complete system. It's still a small unit or a small part of your system. But when you combine multiple small units, for example, one unit may be one function. So when you connect multiple function and you create one particular procedure or one particular class, so that may be one module. Okay, so module is nothing but a many units comes together and it forms a module. So module testing is done on related to unit tested component to find whether individually tested unit can work together as a module or not. That means in earlier state, when you test a unit, individual unit works properly, but when you combine this unit to work as a one system, that working is proper or not, that get checked in your module testing. So this is your module testing. Next you have integration testing. Now integration testing involves the integration of unit to make a module. Okay, integration module to make, see, you have a different parts. Integration testing involves integration of unit to make a module. This is one thing, this is called a integration. Or integration of modules to make a system, or integration of system with environmental variable if required to check create a real life application. That means integration is merging, combine multiple things. So multiple things means you may integrate multiple units to make one module, or you may integrate multiple modules to make one system, or you may include multiple systems to create a actual real life application which you are going to run on the actual environment. Okay, so see this is called an integration testing view. A smallest part is nothing but your unit. You have a multiple unit. When you combine these multiple units together, it forms one module. Same way, you may have a multiple module. When you combine this multiple module, it becomes one system. So in between this is nothing but your integration. So you will check how these three units combinedly work together. That means this first one module is working properly or not. Next, you may include or you may integrate these modules to check that it works properly or not. And when you combine multiple modules, it becomes one system. Now this integration testing have some approaches like bottom up testing and top down testing. So in next lecture we are continue with this topic, bottom up and top down. So thank you for now.